How does the ICJ apply international humanitarian law? Imagine a world where conflicts are inevitable, but rules still guide how nations behave during war. That's where the International Court of Justice steps in. It's like the world's referee for legal disputes between countries. The ICJ looks at cases where nations are accused of breaking laws that protect civilians and prisoners during armed conflicts. These laws include the Geneva Conventions and other rules that set standards for humane treatment. The court's main job is to decide if a country has broken these rules and to clarify what the law says about conduct during war. It does not judge individuals, only states. This means it looks at whether a country's overall actions violated international obligations, not just isolated incidents. For example, if one country claims another used excessive force or mistreated prisoners, the ICJ examines the facts and the legal commitments involved. The ICJ's authority comes from treaties and agreements made by countries. When a dispute arises, the court reviews the evidence, hears arguments from both sides, and then issues a judgment. It can also give advisory opinions to the United Nations or other international organizations, helping clarify complex legal questions. These opinions are not binding but carry significant weight and influence how countries interpret their obligations. One key way the ICJ applies international humanitarian law is by interpreting the Geneva Conventions. These treaties protect wounded soldiers, prisoners of war, and civilians. The court checks if countries have respected these protections. It also looks at customary rules, which are unwritten but widely accepted practices, to see if they have been followed. The ICJ has handled cases involving serious issues like genocide and ethnic cleansing. For instance, it examined allegations against Myanmar related to the treatment of the Rohingya minority. The court assessed whether Myanmar violated the Genocide Convention and other humanitarian laws. Another important role of the ICJ is to reinforce the idea that laws of war are binding. Its judgments help develop legal principles that guide future conduct. When the court confirms that certain actions are illegal, it encourages countries to follow the rules more closely. The court also recognizes that international humanitarian law and human rights law work together. During conflicts, both sets of rules apply to protect civilians from harm. The ICJ's rulings help ensure that these protections are respected and upheld. In the end, the International Court of Justice acts as a guardian of legal standards during war. It enforces accountability, interprets obligations, and supports the rule of law. Its work helps limit suffering and protect those caught in the chaos of armed conflicts.